ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Viscount Plays Amnesia, a machine for pigs. When last you saw me, we just made our way into this sort of sewage pipe type thing, having mixed together the compound to get through the padlock. I'm just trying to work out exactly where it is that I am meant to be going, what I'm meant to be doing. There are piggies in these hallways, so I am very much on the edge of my seat. Okay, this looks promising. Just hope nothing comes around this way. Right. Oh good grief. Several of the older forms have breached their containment area and escaped into the sewers. They remind me of my limitations. There is no Kelm and I am no Eliyahu, or whatever it is. At least, not quite yet. It is the heat generated from keeping the doorway between open that is to blame. We cannot simply pack them about with coolant as we do this at the center of where the doorway is. The later versions are kept safe by the freezing temperature of those towers. Up here, where the air is hot and fetid, they become overheated and their duality tears them asunder, as the other place flies from their cells and their vitae splinters. They live sporadically, torn from one world to the other, and back again in violent, unpredictable bursts. For a few seconds they are creatures of this world, then they are torn away and cease to have physical form. The vicious ripping back and forth between worlds has driven them quite insane. I have ordered the affected area sealed, and will not allow my loyal workers to enter. These are damned places now, the abode of failed experiments, ghosts of fear and spite. Wow. Oh, we sort of found ourselves there. So we are actually suddenly a lot further than I thought we were. Righto. Right, so that's sluice 1. That's the first pipe. And we have a phone call. We? Plural? What? We're waiting. No. Right. Pumps are down. The pumps are down. Nope. Nobody, nope, nope, nope. I'm assuming that's where the other pump is. Getting to it could be interesting though. Shh! You irritating little crap. I hear Piggy, but where is Piggy? Go away! Oh hell. This is... When it's really quiet like this, I don't like it. It's got to be this way. Oh, or not. What is... Oh, that's the voice recorder thing. Hello.
But we can save them. We can set them free. We can replace a rotten old world with a clean new one.
Mr. Landis, you sound every bit the fanatic.
Well, how can I be otherwise, Professor? How can any man of ethics simply stand by and watch this world drown in its own excrement?
And your engineer, this visionary with whom you have embarked upon this course, does he share your views?
Indeed he does. Indeed he does. The poor fellow has seen it all before. Now, this is not the first great civilization he has wept for.
And so you set about things immediately upon your return?
Naturally. These things cannot be left to rot upon the tree. And sponsors were remarkably easy to find. I tell you, Professor, a trail of greed brings rich men to your door like pigs to truffles.
I'm slightly enjoying his use of pig metaphors, I must say. Okay, so we've come this way before. So I have missed something? Or have I? Oh no. Oh dear. Okay, coast is clear. All of a sudden. Ah, paper. Let me get to you. There we are. And as I said, look, my darlings, can you see it? And they said, yes, Daddy, yes, we see it. A tall, withered cap of steep-sided pyramids, so like those of Egypt. Stone falling away from the summit, vines crawling about and twining the stucco? Or stucco? Something like that. Serpents that thrive about the steps. A palpable sense of stillness, a weight of forgotten. Wow, that's quite... yeah. And this here is where the kings sat. And this is where the priests lived. This house is this is the house of the dead. And here, where the sun strikes, this is where they drew the hearts that were not consumed. Through the hearts that were not consumed. No, my darlings, they most certainly were not savages. You see, they believed that the sky could fall on their heads, and they truly believed that offering blood was the only way of stopping this from happening. Perhaps, my darling, perhaps they were mistaken altogether, or perhaps their tragedy was they could simply not spill blood enough to prevent the sky from falling in upon them. It's not the kind of thing you'd want to teach your kids, really, is it? There we are. Alright, so we've now drained thing. No, wait, what? Where am I going? Down here. Yeah, you can't get me now.
That's it, Papa. You're so near now.
Shut up. I don't like you. Ah, this thing again. How do we do it? It was, put that on. Not that one. And that one. Nope, and then pull that down. Get clean, have a nice shower. Yeah. Yep. And that thing. That opens that thing, and then we switch that off like that. Yep. Bit of a over-the-top shower, really. Where are we off to now? There's a lot more piggy noises now. And lots of... what? there's two of them. Oh! Oh! You bully. I don't sympathise with either of them, but, you know, that still wasn't particularly nice. Oh, now he's limping. Oh. Right. What? Oh god. Dear God, a whole nest of these foul creatures. No mind, my instincts have drawn me thus far, and I am sure somewhere in this dank complex is a means of further descent. I will not see their faces as they go about their dark business, and yet, I watch them sleep and eat and play, and they are so very human, so very childlike. I will not think of what I have seen of the chairs and the cages, and I will not think of how such monsters may be sculpted. From what I've gathered by the notes, these things are like sort of pig hybrids of the grunts that were in Renenberg Castle. Not sure where I'm going. I'm assuming it's this way. Well, full-blown bulkheads for these things. Oh, hi. Particularly like the idea of one of those things following me. It's so messed up. Oh. It's in a cage. What? Oh. It's really quite tragic. Like, they're absolutely horrific, but, you know. I feel like I'm just navigating these rather blindly. He's asleep on top of his cage. Let's see. So this is basically just showing us how they're living, in inverted commas. This is really not very pleasant at all. Oh, now we've got to go down. Oh, and we found up in a pipe. That doesn't sound good. Oh, okay. And I feel like a rat in a maze. We can't very well go back up. Why can't we get down there? Oh! That was slightly painful. Couldn't work out how to actually get between that because it was stuck. Must be around the bilge pumps. God, we're going so deep. This is really unsettling. Quite claustrophobic, actually. To the next area. Right. It was, yeah. From tide to spine, a skin of a shroud, a stump of the bled, old Lily is fly-blown. Old Lily is dead, and the dreams of the jungle will flood through her head and light up her head. It's a curious line. Right. Where the to next?
You seem to have undergone quite a profound conversion in Mexico, Mr. Mann.
You could not have seen it yourself and not, Professor. As we disembarked, even through my fever, I saw the detritus of this so-called progress. I saw starvation and disease, rot and destruction polluting the waters of the Empire. We are ruiners, you and I, and all of us, and we make the world unclean.
And you took it upon yourself to act as Redeemer.
Professor, I would not be so presumptuous.
I was gonna say.
I am merely a conduit. I am constructing an architecture to wrestle our damnation to the ground and smother it with steam.
That certainly sounds quite presumptuous to take it upon yourself to force this change upon the world. Okay. Righto.
He's here! He's here!
I can just as easily not be here. So stop freaking me the fuck out with your childlike antics.
I said you'd come.
I don't believe you're real! Pump rooms. These must be the bilge pumps. I am at the heart of the saboteur's efforts. In order to keep his flood in place, he must have disabled these vast pumps. But it is clearly rushed. Thus far he has left most of his work incomplete. His clumsy efforts reduced to simply switching off all he could find. If I can locate the controls, the remedy will be simple. Well, I think before we head much further, I will switch out the episodes and carry on. So I'd like to thank you all for sticking with me so far. If you'd like to see more, be sure to subscribe. That'll let you know when I next post up my videos. And if you could leave a comment, just share your opinion of what's been going on and what you hope to see. And yeah, thanks for watching. Cheers.